And when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper and go get it.
So what I have pulled up, I have a list that I wanted to at least just read through with you guys. It's not like pretty, but it is a list. It's not like a graphic or anything, but it's a little document that Brand, the old faithful mod, he kind of did some research on, unrestricted free agents. And then we have restricted and exclusive rights free agents as well which a restricted free agent can sign an offer sheet with any team, but the player's original team can retain him, matching the terms of that offer. If you guys remember, this kind of happened last offseason with Melvin Gordon. They actually tagged him. I can't remember the exact terminology, but it was like a restricted free agent tag. And Miami Dolphins offered him a deal. The Chiefs could have matched it, and they said, nah. So Melvin Ingram, sorry, not Gordon. Wrong, Melvin Ingram, he ended up going to the Dolphins, okay? So those, five? It looks like there's 5 on the team, and I'll show you that. And the tag's a bit different, okay? So that was a bit of a more unique situation. But the Chiefs could still do that this offseason. But you got Shane Buechele, you got Jody Fortson. I love Joe. What's up, Joe? You got Tommy Townsend, which I actually didn't know that off the top of my head. Prince Tega Wanogho and Turk Wharton. Can we talk about your guys' thoughts on these players? Would you like to see them all back? I for sure, in theory, would like to see Buechele back. They hit him on the roster all year for a reason. I don't know if they believe he's going to be QB2 immediately. Like, another question and another topic of conversation in another video is probably going to be what the heck the Chiefs are going to do for a backup QB with Chad Henne retiring. I mean, maybe the Chiefs just say, oh, it's Shane Buechele. We trust him, even though, he's still pretty green. We trust him to be Mahomes' backup. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't know if I do. Not saying he can't contribute and do a great job. He's just unproven, in my opinion. Other than what we've seen in the little splashes of free agency, I know he trains with Bobby Stroop and Mahomes in the offseason, and he's been getting better and growing and learning. Part of me does wonder, are they going to bring back a backup QB? Everybody on here is saying all of them, Tommy and Jody. James said, I wish Chiefs didn't trade Tyreek. Yeah, but dude, they couldn't pay him $30 million a year. You have to make sacrifices when you've got a handful of people you're paying a lot of money to, and the Chiefs were and are. So they had to make a sacrifice, and dude, they won the Super Bowl, So it is what it is. Tommy will get top punter money. So you think we might actually lose Tommy Townsend? Or would the Chiefs invest in him? Sign Jameis Winston as a backup. I saw, you know who else I saw a lot of? Is it Taysom Hill? Yeah, the Saints backup QB / tight end. What's Matt Moore doing? I don't know. You say keep Tommy. Philly. Never heard of any one of these guys except Townsend. What's up, Philly? Yeah, like Jody Fortson's like tight end 3. Townsend, obviously the punter. Buechele, he was QB 3. Prince Tega Wanogho's a swing tackle for depth, and then Turk Wharton, defensive end, and he tore his ACL. But I feel like Turk was having a good year. Keep Tommy. Not a big fan of Prince. Tommy's clutch. What's our team's salary? I can look up the current salary cap. I don't have just super. Let me see. Where are we at? The Chiefs 2023 team salary cap. It's right here. But where's the total? So it looks like they've got currently right now, based on all the current contracts. What does it look like? How updated can we get here? This is what, let's see, Kansas City Chiefs cap totals. This is per Spot Track today. I will share this graphic. This is per them today. Now, there's like a lot of things that they need to do. Like, I wouldn't worry too much about this right now because the Chiefs have a lot of things to rework. But it says their estimated cap space right now is $526,000. But we know that they're going to be getting a lot more space than that, especially considering some of these players' contracts. Like, I'll share this screen with you guys. We can look at it. Like, look at some of these contracts and these cap hits, dude. Frank Clark, $30 million cap hit. We're out of our mind if we think Frank Clark is staying for that money. It's not happening. So they're going to have to figure that out. whether they rework him and extend him. I mean, his dead cap's 9 if they cut him post June 1st, but I don't know. Can we switch the option? No. I don't know what it is if it's pre. I would assume it's more dead cap than that, but I could be wrong. I mean, Chris Jones, he's on the last year of his deal, but look at his cap hit. Good God, 28 million. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see. Let me see if I can zoom in even more. Can we? Yeah. Here we go. And look at these cap hits. These are big monster cap hits. Joe Tooney's pretty big one too. And then you got kind of everybody else. But I mean, the top 6. I mean, that's Patrick Mahomes, Frank Clark, Chris Jones, Tooney, Kelsey, Reed, MVS. I think Clark is definitely going to get reworked. He has to. There's really no choice. Don't forget to fix the heaters. The heaters? What do you mean? MVS might be gone? It's not out of the realm of possibility. Only a $4 million dead cap, but dude, I don't know. The way he played in the AFC Championship game, man, I mean, he can go off, and Mahomes used him and utilized him. Now he also has a year under his belt in the system. You do have Sky Moore, you do have Kadarius Toney, but Juju's a free agent. CEH is gone. We'll see, man. He's got one more year left on his deal still, on his rookie deal. I don't think the Chiefs would just straight up release CEH. Do you see Juju leaving? Well, that's still another topic of conversation. So we just looked at the restricted free agents, but dude, there's a lot more unrestricted free agents. This means they're free to sign with any team. Once they sign, they are a part of the new team. However, some unrestricted free agents have options on their existing contracts that, if exercised, may impact their choices. So this list is a lot bigger. I wish I could just drag. Can I just drag my camera over? Or how about, can I do this? Yeah. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Up close and personal with my face right now. Good God almighty. So here's a list of the unrestricted free agents. And then Brand's cool because he noted who was actual first stringers. I believe the rookies will be built to run it back with stars, says Ahmed. What's up, dude? DH said CH isn't going anywhere. Rojo and Gordon are out. Yeah, we'll definitely see, man. I understand why people are saying, please get rid of CH. Okay, I get what you're saying, but dude, he's on the last year of his rookie deal. And that's, he's valuable depth. I mean, he's not going to start over Pacheco anymore. I think that conversation is done. You also need to think about the fact that Jerick McKinnon is not guaranteed coming back. As much as we would like him back, where CEH has shown that he can be utilized out of the backfield as a pass catcher. Obviously, he has not lived up to his first round draft status. I get it. I get that clearly, but I don't know that he's gone. But really, who we're talking about is these guys. What are your thoughts on the unrestricted free agents? Run it back, says Buster. What up, man? Sign Thornhill ASAP. So I'm going to go down the list. You got Allegretti. He more than likely is back. Or he's not, and Darian Kennard kind of fills in the Allegretti role. Could that happen? Sure. Is Kennard as good as Allegretti is, in multiple facets of the O-line? No. And he's pretty valuable for his price. I mean, Allegretti stepped in when Tooney was hurt, and he's a very serviceable player for the O-line. So I'll be curious to see about that. Blake Bell, he might be gone, man. He did not play at the end of the season. And I know some of it's because he had off-season hip surgery. He had off-season hip surgery, and maybe he just wasn't quite fully ready, even though they brought him back from IR. Knox said, Thornhill's my number one here. Orlando is the easiest franchise tag of my life. Yeah, I think they're going to tag him, and I still think the Chiefs try to work out a deal. I really do. I think Orlando earned it. Now, I'm not saying he earned top tackle money, but I still think unless the Chiefs just see somebody in the draft, man, that they love and they're willing to give up buku draft picks to go up and get this individual, I think Orlando's the option. I really do. So I think they'll tag him and work something out or try. If not, he'll play on the tag at like $20 million or whatever it is going to be this year. The salary cap did raise like $16 million this offseason, so that's cool. Gives some breathing room. Deion Bush, we'll see. I'm not sure. Mike Burton, I would assume they bring him back. Dunlap, I mean, if it's not Dunlap, they need to bring back veteran depth at the edge position. McCole Hardman, there's an interesting situation. Do you guys think, I saw somewhere on Twitter, somebody was saying, okay, I'm ending the poll that said it was still Red Friday. Here's a question for you guys. If McCole wanted to sign a 1-year prove-it deal like Juju did, would you have him back? The reason why I'm bringing up the 1-year prove-it deal with McCole Hardman is not because he hasn't necessarily proved himself over the past 4 years now that he's been on the team, but it's mainly because of the injury issue. When you're injured like that from week 10 all the way through the postseason and you play 1 or 2 quarters in the AFC Championship game and not in the Super Bowl, like, your stock goes down. I mean, this was his contract year, his opportunity to go off this season and get a bag in free agency. And dude, because of the injury, I just don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. If so, I mean, and most of you are saying yes, bring him back on a 1-year prove it, or would you have him back? Him and Tony would be great. I agree. Arch. Jacquin says homie needs a new pelvis. Yeah. Big Chief said cut him. Well, he's a free agent, so they could just opt not to, kind of what they did with the Honey Badger last year. He's a free agent. They didn't renew a deal with them, and he ended up going to the Saints. So I think McCole should see what's wrong and maybe get it fixed. Well, I would assume most of you say yeah to bringing him back on a 1-year. I would assume he's going to get that fixed. I think. Cowboys have interest in McCole. I need to go renew my membership, said Arch. Okay. I can't wait to see Ross and Ross. J. Ross and J. Ross. Let's see what else we got here. We got Chad Henne. He's retiring. Okay, so he's out. Ronald Jones, he ain't coming back, dude. Even if the Chiefs offered him money, I understand Ronald Jones got a ring. I don't think he played a single snap in the Super Bowl and barely played all season. He wants to go play. He wanted to get released by the Chiefs in the offseason. He tweeted out about it. Sure would like a release right about now, right before the trade deadline. So Ronald Jones, in my opinion, not coming back. That's probably the easiest one on this list out of everybody. And then you got McKinnon. I hope McKinnon comes back. I think the Chiefs are going to have to pay him a decent amount of money. Yeah, this is base salary, guys. All this money you see up here, this is base salary. This isn't including bonuses. This isn't including incentives, because somebody just said Juju got about $10 million with incentives. This is base salary, I believe. Is that what the note said? Yeah, and there's 2022 season base salary. And the salary estimates were provided by SpotTrack. So I understand some of these people are making more money, but this is just base. I wasn't going to break down every bit of their contract, and I don't even claim to be an expert. Anyway, moving down, you'll be shocked if the Chiefs don't repeat. I mean, that would be great, Chris. I hope so. McKinnon is going to want to get paid. Yeah, I think McKinnon's going to need, and maybe the Chiefs will pay him, but McKinnon's going to want, way more than that. Way more than a veteran minimum. Buster with the 5. I'll never forget what Cole told when he said, I'll never forget when Cole told people to kiss his starfish the night of the Super Bowl. I said all the Nick Bolton haters can. Yeah, I did. Because Nick Bolton, Chiefs don't win without Nick Bolton. Anyway, moving further down, you've got Derek Nottie and Colin Saunders. Would you want any of those guys to come back? I mean, I would think Colin Saunders, honestly, I don't mind either of them, but I would think Colin earned his way back with some sort of a contract. Twimmy Huckleberry with a 99 cents. What's up, man? Thank you. Juju, that's a big question. A lot of people are saying maybe Saunders. Everybody's saying Colin Saunders, both. EB is finalizing with Washington. Yeah, that's a subject that we can definitely talk about. I have a video ready. I have a video ready to drop on that. I'm waiting the final confirmation, and then I need to add a segment, but I'm like ready. Just waiting on it. Yeah, just waiting on it. Get rid of Niang. Niang's still on his rookie deal. They might cut him, but wait. He's not on this list, is he? No, he's still on his rookie deal. He was drafted in 2019, and he sat a year. People are saying keep both. All right, what about Juju? That's a big question. What's the most, in y'all's opinion, that you would want to bring Juju back for? Anybody want to throw out some numbers? I saw some stuff floating around on Twitter. Let's see if I can find it. If I can find I saw something interesting about Juju. Okay. One person said, it was actually Arrowhead Live, Juju on a 3-year, around $12 million, give or take. You think he would do that with incentives to raise that more? I mean, $12 million? That sounds low. That seems low to me for what Juju does. Some people are saying 12 to 15. So maybe you guys are much more in the ballpark than my mind is thinking. I don't claim to be an expert. I'm just like processing here with y'all. Like, if Christian Kirk can get what he got, can Juju not get? I'm not saying Juju's going to get $20 million a year, but can he not get a little bit more? Oh man, Evan Cross with the 2. Thanks for the 2, but with the tough question, Willie or Nick, who would you rather keep long term? It's a great question, man. I mean, I think Nick Bolton's one of the leaders on the defense, but Willie is like the most athletic linebacker on the team. I think if you made me choose right now, or I lose my left toe or something dramatic, I think I would just knee-jerk reaction would be Bolton. But Willie Gay would be missed. I mean, you're going to have to land a great linebacker in the draft. You know, Leo Chanel is promising. Not exactly the same type of player, but he can develop. Okay, Juan Thornhill. I mean, Juju, $15 million, 2-year, $10 million for Juju. Dude, I feel like he's going to be more expensive than MVS. And the Chiefs brought MVS in for 3-year, $30. He brought him in for 3-year, $30. So I would think that Juju would demand a little bit more. 3-year, $36. Then we got some people. What are we thinking about Juan Thornhill? He is a free agent. You know, is that a guy you want to bring back? Or do you want to take a swing on somebody else? I think the majority might say no. Let me see. Bring Thornhill back? That's a poll question. Juan finished this year? Yeah, I don't know, man. Are you still on timeout? No, Avery, you're not. Yeah, I have a feeling most people are going to say no. Not because he played horribly, but I just wonder if they want to beef up the secondary, if they could not take, like, what if you took a bigger swing on a free agent? I know you signed Justin Reed to a bigger deal, but you also have Brian Cook. I mean, Deion Bush is on this list. Could you bring him back for some depth? Maybe. Or sign him to a 4-year, Cook better. We could get a rookie for that safety spot. Go for Jalen Ramsey. He's like old. He's going to want a lot of money. Yeah, Arch said, what about Jesse Bates? I mean, I like some of those ideas for safety, but how much are these guys going to want? They're already paying Justin Reed a lot of money. We don't need any more rookies on our secondary, says Caden. Deion Bush is great for special teams. Yeah, he probably played quite a bit of special teams. Like, I don't know the snaps off the top of my head, but he played quite a bit. I'm just skimming Twitter still. I keep looking for Eric Bieniemy news. Ramsey ain't a free agent. Yeah, I don't know the details on Ramsey. I know there was talk of him possibly not being in LA anymore, but I don't know if that's because he'd get traded or what. Draft another wide receiver or D-line? Probably both, Samuel. I'd draft both. There was a rumor the Chiefs were interested in T. Higgins since he's a free agent. Huh. We need to draft an interior defensive lineman first or second. So, it looks like the majority would say bring back Juan. If you bring back Juan, I mean, he's got to be somewhat affordable. Justin Jefferson, he ain't leaving the Vikings. There's no way. What about Justin Watson? Do we bring that guy back? I think he should come back. I kind of like it. At least to fight for a spot on the 53 and compete with John Ross, Justin Ross. Who else? We know that Kadarius Toney is making the roster. He'll be there. Sky's under contract. He'll be there. Clay Thompson with the 5. I sent you an Instagram message with a snapshot. You have someone on YouTube with a copycat page trying to scam people? Yeah. Like a dozen people have messaged me. I don't know what to do about that. If somebody comments saying you want a PS5 and wants you to text their number, I'm not giving away a PS5. And I'm not giving you my cell phone number. And I'm not going to text you in broken English. It's probably somebody overseas trying to make a quick buck. So all I can do is when I see those comments, hide them. But every time I hide or ban one of those people on my channel, 10 more pop up. So I am sorry that happens, but there's nothing I can do about it until YouTube. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. So I am sorry that that's happening. Justin Watson is affordable. Yep. How much is Reed getting paid? Justin Reed? He's getting, it was around like 3 or 30, I think is what his contract was. But he ain't going anywhere this year. His dead cap this year is $15.9 million. His deal is, I have Spot Track pulled up. Can you go? His deal was 3-year, $31.5 million. Yeah. Potential out after 2023. Dead cap is only 3.5. So I think Justin Reed's staying, certainly. And then the last question on this list, guys, what do you think about Andrew Wiley coming back? What do you think about that? I know some people say, well, he can come back, but don't be a starter. But what are our thoughts there? Trying to get a feel of the room. Thanks for the 5, though, Clay. Yeah, I wish I could figure out how to stop the scam stuff, but I can't. Wiley is a beast. Keep. Let Wiley go. A lot of people saying yes. Keep him. I mean, yeah, I'd be keeping Wiley. I'm not saying that he's the bona fide right tackle starter, but bring him back. And then, yeah, basically who just said that? Wiley earned the right to compete. Yeah, KSU. What KSU said. Yep. SBTF Josh in with the 5. Thank you, brother. I say we release Juan Thornhill and trade for, Jalen Petrie from the land before time on the Texans, who is young, cheap, and breaking records as a rookie. Do you think the Texans would give him up? I mean, how much draft capital are we talking about? I do like the guy. He struggled earlier in the season and kind of started catching on, especially later. Dill Weeds Unite. What's up, T-Bill? Yeah, we don't know about Darian Kennard at the right tackle spot. We don't know about Lucas Niang at the right tackle spot. We only have 9 draft picks, Christian. A lot of people think we have 11, and a lot of sites will say that, but guys, we only have 9 draft picks. We gave up 2 picks for Kadarius Toney. So we have 9. They're not going to let go of Petrie. Yeah, I wouldn't think so, Wedlow. Justin Reed has a really good year, or had a really good year. Yeah, I'll do some season like breakdowns of these guys here soon, probably next week. Look at like their overall grade on a couple different places and just kind of evaluate like how did they do. We'll look at probably the defense in one video, or maybe break it down by defensive group, or just position group rather. Have you seen Tony's tattoo? Yeah, Kadarius Toney got the Chiefs logo tatted on him, as well as like the Lombardi Trophy with the Super Bowl 57 champions. Greg Lewis, offensive coordinator. It's not out of the realm of possibility, Knox. We'll have to see, though. I think it would be Nagy. But I like Greg Lewis a lot, dude. Every presser I've seen from that guy, he's one of my favorite guys to listen to. Yeah, 9 ain't bad. Cora said 9, and I think we get some comp picks. We will get comp picks. I don't know. Somebody in here might know that, like off the top of their head, more than me. I thought I read if since Nagy was on a 1-year deal, we don't even get anything for him if he does sign with Washington. Clay with the 2. What's up? I was excited at first. You said 140 for shipping. Oh, you were actually texting with that person? $140 for shipping. Oh my gosh. Bro, they shipping it from Dubai. Yeah, Blonde Fox. I mean, Blonde Fox said it's going to be Nagy. There's an article out. Yeah, but all the article's saying is he's the front runner. And it's just like, yeah, it's like common, like here's what's more than likely going to happen. And then here was something interesting. Somebody said today, it was KC Sports Report. Let me hide this. I feel like I'm done looking at this for a minute here. Let me fix my screen. There we go. So here's the question. And I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts on this. I don't know that I agree. KC Sports Report, which I like Michael Darcy. Good dude. But he said the Chiefs are strongly considering drafting a wide receiver in the first round. Obviously, there's the caveats of, well, it depends on who's available later in the first round for them to trade up. You know, I get that. I'm hesitant, I think, to try to take a first round draft pick for a receiver. You know, some people say, well, let's just trust Veach. It's like, okay, that's fine. We obviously trust Veach, but we can still talk about it. Obviously, if Brett Veach and company say this guy is a difference maker and we have a true first round grade on him and they fall into the 20s, they'd take a swing depending on what they do this offseason with other moves. But like Trent McDuffie, we didn't think he would take a cornerback and he did. Yeah, a lot of people saying no. No. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't like. They're going to have Sky. They're going to have Kadarius Toney. I mean, John Ross, Justin Ross are going to be fighting for a spot. They'll have MVS returning. If they re-sign Juju, I see like zero reason to go round 1 wide receiver. Unless you just want the offense to be so stacked that you want to put up an average of 40 points a game. Then okay. But you would think that let's see, round 1, round 2 picks, if they don't trade them away, you would definitely think they would be going for maybe a lineman or D lineman or maybe a different position group in need. I mean, please don't do another round 1 running back. You know, I'm not sure that I would love that. James with the 2, what's up? Oh, what's up? What's up, James? He says, what's up, champ? How's it going, man? Who would you pick in the first round? Yeah, we'll dive into that, Samuel, as the offseason rolls along. I'm not super studied up on draft prospects, to keep it a buck. But it's more, what I would be more looking at is just position groups. You know, what are the Chiefs like? Do the Chiefs want to draft another safety early? Are they going to take a linebacker? If they tag Orlando and they say, well, he's our answer for left tackle, and they think they can make it work and at right tackle between Wiley, Kennard, and Niang, I mean, then it's like, well, are you looking at an interior defensive lineman, maybe another edge? You know, like are they bringing Frank back? You got to think about, if they do that, maybe they don't bring Dunlap and they draft another, like, I don't know, lots of questions there. Then there's Mike Dana I mean, yeah. Just kind of depends on things that they do in the offseason. Round 1, offensive lineman. I mean, definitely don't need the interior trio. They don't really need to mess with that. But a tackle. Interior D-line first, unless another top edge drop, says Steven. Free agency for wide receiver. I think part of the reason, I guess, why you could make an argument for a first-round wide receiver, and I'm not really making an argument for it, guys. I don't think that's needed. It's been shown time and time again, you could draft a wide receiver in second, third, fourth round and still find gold. So, but one thing you could argue is how crazy the wide receiver market is, especially since last offseason with all the big signings. You know, Devontae, Tyreek Hill, Christian Kirk, among others. And that's why maybe the Chiefs would rather take a swing on somebody they think that could really be a good fit in the offense. But then, dude, it's way, way cheaper. Now, with Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, and MVS, and if you bring back Juju, I mean, that's already 4 that are starting. Some people say, well, maybe not on Juju. We don't know what to do with them because of the injuries. And it's been his knee. But, you know, I like it if Juju's not way too expensive. That hoodie is fire, says Main Event. Thank you, brother. Will you do a mock draft video? Yeah, we'll probably do some of those. Should we pick up Josh Allen in free agency? Yeah, he could be backup QB for sure. You're talking about defensive Josh Allen. I mean, I love the idea. Is he a free agent for sure? That's an interesting combo. He might be a lot, though. Woo! First round cornerback, says Just King. Another one? I mean, I don't mind it. A lot of them got a bonus for the Super Bowl. Yeah, that was just base salary, man. I wasn't tripping too much about their base salary. I was just more looking at who was free agents. CH is a stud, but he's not getting more snaps than Pacheco. I honestly think CH is back for depth, but not starting over Pacheco. Joey Porter Jr. is a good safety. Defensive tackle, defensive back, wide receiver. We need a true one wide receiver. I don't know, man. The Chiefs just won a Super Bowl without a true one wide receiver after trading away Tyreek Hill. I see what you're saying, but I don't know that they have to. You know, they've been able to make it work. Have you always been a Chiefs fan? Yes, sir. You think Michael Thomas stays on the Saints? I don't know, but I did see an article floating around about Michael Thomas and how he could potentially end up on the Chiefs. I believe. I didn't read it too in depth. I mean, we got a long offseason and we'll be digging into a lot of this stuff. Michael Thomas. Yeah, it's a PFF article predicting him going to the Chiefs. Look at this. I'm going to zoom in. Hey, come back. Okay, zooming in actually made it worse. Why? Either way, here's what it says. Thomas could take a page out of the notebook of Juju, who was able to capitalize on the brilliance of the Chiefs offense and get his career back on track after playing just 5 games in 2021. Thomas appeared in just 3 contests in 2022, but flashed his elite ability. His 77.4 receiving grade ranked 12th among wide receivers, 3 touchdown receptions, tied for second, and his 8... Wait, tied for second? Second what? And his 8 contested catches were the most in the NFL. Oh, through the first 3 weeks. Okay. Older Thomas stats almost seem unfair to highlight given how long it's been since he was a dominant force, but it's clear that he can still be an upper echelon wide receiver when healthy. While injuries are never a good thing, Thomas has avoided taking many big hits over the past few years. So that is an article predicting him potentially going to the Chiefs. I mean, do I hate the idea? No. Let me look at this, though. Michael Thomas age. How old is this guy? He's 29. He'll be 30 in 3 weeks. It's another 30-year-old receiver. I mean, you can't give him a lot of money, man. Coming off of injury. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not freaking out about it either. Did you watch the Brett Veach interview on Pat McAfee? I did, Travis. It was really good. Yep. Y'all think we keeping Chris Jones and Clark? Dude, I mean, I'm not going to lie. If they trade Tyreek Hill, nobody is safe, man. I've seen it floating around that you could do the same with Chris Jones. He had a career year. He's bordering on the age of 30. Hear me out, okay, guys, before you freak out. But he's 28. He'll be 29 in July. He had a career year. He has a big cap hit this season, So the real options are, I guess you could just leave that contract as is and absorb the cap hit. But I think the more likely scenario is the Chiefs extend him and keep him around for a few more years. Or some are saying you could trade him in a almost Tyreek Hill type of move and get a bunch of draft capital out of him. But I don't know, dude. Without Chris Jones on the D-line, what is the D-line? No offense, and with all due respect to everybody else on the D-line. Are the Chiefs winning a Super Bowl without Chris Jones this postseason? I do not think so. He's not showing decline. So what do y'all think about that? Extend Chris Jones through the age 34? Keep Chris. We need Jones more than we needed Hill. I heard Chiefs are looking at DJ Moore. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we pay Jones, man. I think we need to. He had a really healthy year. I like the idea of him staying. Defensively, we wouldn't win the Super Bowl without Chris Jones. Right, Carmen? Now, what about Frank Clark? Do we try to work out a deal with both of those guys and extend them both? Is that just the main moves they make on the D-line and just keep working around those guys for now? Karlaftis should only be able to get better. He's improving. You could probably draft somebody else as well. Keep Clark. Yeah, they have to restructure Frank Clark. His cap hit is $29 million. Oh, God. Jones might want to test free agency, though. If he does, he'll decline an extension this year and see how big of a bag he can get next. If he does that, we trade him. He sounds like he wants to stay in Kansas City forever, but he's already won 2 rings. Maybe he just wants to get the biggest bag possible before he hangs it up. Let's move with the 5. Dominant DTs don't grow on trees. Oh, you're right. I mean, I prefer to keep him. What's up, Shannon? She says, hello, favorite YouTube community. Let's go. We have 11 picks. We have 9 picks, Arthur. We gave up 2 for Kadarius. Is Nagy going to be an OC? Possibly. That's the... Oh, do we have some info on...
Yeah, when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper. And go get it.
Do we have info on... No info yet on Eric Bieniemy. I keep glancing and looking for it. Can make it 11 if we trade backwards. Sure. Yeah, that's true. Have you read the Chiefsaholic article? I haven't finished it, but I'm probably like halfway through it. The ESPN one. Keenan Allen, let's ride. You guys want to see this guy on the Chiefs? Where's that video at?
Bo fan. That's right. Bo fan. That's right.
I will say this. Keenan Allen was gassing up the Chiefs in the Super Bowl win, saying Mahomes is him and all kinds of stuff. And would he like to come to Kansas City? Possibly. Where's he at? Hats off to them boys. Hell of a season, hell of a game. Congrats to those guys. Patty, my homeboy, the truth. He's a free agent, right? Or he's going to be. Look at the Hardman tweet. 29 million is too much for who? Frank? I mean, that's a lot of money. Should we get a new defensive coordinator? Nah. I mean, could they? Sure. The problem is, man, the Chiefs make it so deep into the postseason that almost all these coaches are scooped up before the Chiefs are done playing because they keep winning. So I mean, at this point, who would you prefer to have as DC over Spags? They're all scooped up. Not everybody, but a lot. Frank Clark, see you later, bro, says Brian. Still can't figure out what Keenan meant by someone being exposed when Tyreek got traded. I mean, he was just wrong. He was just wrong. Let me look at the McCole Hardman tweet. What did McCole Hardman say? Arrowhead Okay. Yeah, here. I'll share the screen with this so you guys can see it. Look at this. So Arrowhead Live gave some thoughts on what he would do in the offseason. Juju on a 3-year deal. Brown extension. McKinnon bring back on a 1-year with incentive. McCole, a cheap 1-year deal with incentives. Juan gets more than we would pay. Same with Wiley. Okay, so McCole Hardman responded to this with like interesting emojis. Meaning like, I would come back on a cheap 1-year deal. Arrowhead Live said, if you could get it your bag, go get it. Just think you can boost that value more and hit free agency for real in 2024 after a healthy year on an incentivized deal. So it sounds like McCole is not down with that. I mean, based on that tweet. Be like, I think McCole's going to go try to get a bag. But dude, here's the reality about McCole Hardman. You've been out since week 10 on IR and you didn't play at all in the postseason. What do you expect teams to do? Look at that and say, oh yeah, that's fine. Let's just pay you a lot of freaking money. I mean, he has been healthy prior. He's been healthy prior to that. But dude, I don't know. What do you guys think? Beach needs to work his magic. Facts. He just tweeted again. Wait, again? Let me see. I'm just literally on his page. Well, there ain't nothing else. Unless he responded. Let me glance. Oh, he did. You're right. He did reply. This was his reply. He said, LOL, guess we got to see what happens. This is what he said in response to that. I mean, what do you guys think? My initial thought before injury, McCole's gone. Because of Tony being here on a cheap rookie deal, he can pretty much do what McCole can do. And he's probably more threatening in some other ways than McCole. Would I love both of them here? Sure. But my initial thought before McCole getting injured was, he's getting a bag in the offseason and is not coming back. Like Chiefs ain't going to pay him. If Andy Reid ever retired, I'd try Spags at head coach, Nagy at OC. We'll just see, Matthew. That's hopefully not for a long time. Hardman is for sure going for the bag. He has 2 rings. McCole is a 3-string with the injury, I think. I forgot the part where he helped us win the Super Bowl. Who, Hardman? I like Hardman says I don't know. Something 44. Sorry, man. I liked Hardman, but he's never been the guy. He's been rotational. He's a bonus, not a need. Yo, Philly. Thanks so much for hanging out, brother. Appreciate you being here. Hardman is for sure going to get the bag. Yeah. Is Snead a free agent? No. But that's actually a convo. Do you want to try to extend Snead? I saw somebody on Twitter saying, hot take, the Chiefs look to trade Snead and get draft picks out of him before they sign him to a big deal. I would think that they keep Snead, man. I really do. Yo, what's up, Rachel? How's it going? Kadarius gets hurt a lot. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a big caveat with Kadarius. I hope he is healthy. Dude, when Kadarius was healthy in college, he had over 1,000 yards from scrimmage and multiple touchdowns, close to I mean, it was like 6 to 8 touchdowns or maybe 6 to 10 touchdowns. I can't remember. When he's healthy, he's freaking dangerous. Miles Wonder, let's stop acting like McColl wasn't going to have a breakout year before the injury. I mean, he had 10 weeks, man, and he wasn't. Now, he dealt with the heel injury as well, which hindered him. But at the same time, you can't base teams aren't going to base McCole Hardman on what ifs. Well, if he didn't have a season-ending pelvis injury, he was going to have a breakout year. So let's just throw him the bag. Unless he has whatever's wrong with him, man, he gets off-season surgery, gets it fixed, and he clears every protocol, then cool. I'm rooting for the guy. I mean, hopefully he gets a bag. I'm not against McCole Hardman getting a bag, man, at all. And if he does that, it's not with the Chiefs, which is fine. We need Snead. Yeah, I would think Snead is a guy we bring back. Again, he's not even on it. This isn't even his contract year. But there are talks of like, do you extend Snead this year before he gets ungodly expensive? McColl was an amazing red zone threat. Yeah, it's just like Andy Reid can scheme it up, man. McColl was an amazing red zone threat, says Alec, but this isn't the only season he had some injury concerns. What was his other injury concerns? Because he never missed a game until this season. Yeah, he played every game. He started every game. I know he went out 1 year, maybe last year, but he started the game and he played through it. Now, when McCole Hardman was out, who was the next red zone threat? Jerick McKinnon. When Kadarius was healthy, it was Kadarius Toney. You know, I think Pacheco could be that guy. He's only getting better catching passes out of the backfield. I think Andy Reid's going to scheme up red zone threats.
When it's grim,
I like McCole, so I hope you guys don't think that I'm saying I don't, because I do. I would love him to come back. But if he's like, I want, an MVS or higher type of deal, what are the Chiefs going to do? I don't know, man. Just don't know. Terry with the 10. Hey, Cole, so nice seeing all the Chiefs all over the NFL Network. Can't wait to see Kelsey on Saturday Night Live. Almost Sunday night. Saturday Night Live, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Travis Kelce is going to be hosting Saturday Night Live on what? When was that? March. I put it in my calendar because I'm probably going to stream during it and react. Any reason we can find to hang out in the offseason, we'll do it. March 4th. Yeah, that's exciting. Thank you so much for the 10, Terry. And then Alexander with the 3, Antonio Brown is still available. Okay. Don't forget Fortson. Yep, Fortson. I mean, he had a few touchdowns, but he is a good one. You could bring him back on a cheap 1-year deal more than likely too. We should keep building up our defense too. Oh yeah, for sure, John. Yeah, for sure. That's why we're talking about, like, do you extend Snead? Are you extending Frank Clark, Chris Jones? What are you doing about Juan Thornhill is on a contract year? Are you drafting another linebacker? Yeah, certainly, man. Do you think we should try Kadarius Toney as a deep threat? Yeah, I mean, dude, Mahomes threw some crazy passes to him. 50-50 balls, jump balls. He also threw a touchdown pass to him. Was it in the AFC Championship game before Toney hurt his ankle? He dropped it. Remember, it was a jumping. He basically dove for the ball in the end zone and dropped it on his way down. Yeah, I think Kadarius Toney could definitely be used in some interesting ways. Even deep, for sure. Not primarily a deep threat. I mean, dude, you just give that guy the ball in open space and, like, let him work. Hardman's got generational speed and is still young. It's either he stays and develops into a star here or somewhere else. Yeah, I think because of that, a team might offer him some good money. What's up, Terry? How's it going? We need an edge and a wide receiver. I don't like players who are looking for that payday. See Tyreek Hill. Yeah. I mean, McColl's not getting Tyreek Hill money. Bro, we have John Ross too. Yeah, dude, we have freaking Justin Ross, John Ross, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, MVS. Those guys are like the 4 sures. And then the Chiefs just signed 12 players on reserve future deals from the practice squad the other day, and those players were, I think it had Cornell Powell. Yeah, it was Kendall Blanton, DiCaprio Boodle. So defensive back DiCaprio Boodle, tight end Kendall Blanton, tight end Matt Bushman, who went off in that preseason game before he broke his clavicle, guard Mike Caliendo, linebacker Cole Christensen, running back Jarian Ely, QB Chris Oladucon, running back LaMichael Pirine, my bad, it's Pirine's cousin from the Bengals, which is funny. Wide receiver Cornell Powell, Austin Ryder, Danny Shelton, Amir Smith-Marset. So, dude, right now the Chiefs have, they have MVS, John Ross, Justin Ross, Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney, Cornell Powell, and Amir Smith-Marset. That's 7. Toney moves like nobody else does. That's facts. Hardman tweeted. Yeah, we've already been looking at that. Unless he tweeted again. I think a lot of fans highly undervalue McColl, and he responded and said exactly, LOL. He's definitely valuable. He just didn't play for like 12 weeks or something. He's been out since week 10.
And when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper. And
Sorry.
get it.
I'm getting the cold that my family has. Yeah, I don't undervalue McColl, do I? Maybe I do. It's not intentional. Daniel with the 1 month. Hello, Super Bowl champion Chiefs family. Let's go. We value him, but we don't need him to win. Cole, the red bearded reporter of Red and Gold News. What's up, David? Hardman is overrated, says Bearded Opinions. Tartar Binks. If you were not a Chiefs fan, what team would you be a fan of? I'm just a fan of football outside of the Chiefs. I just love the sport. I'm born and raised a Chiefs fan, so I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, if the Chiefs weren't here, I would just probably love the game. I'm not sure. Corn dog emoji. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Night Haunter. Daniel, thanks for that membership, brother. What would you say are the team needs? That's a pretty loaded question. We've kind of been talking about it this whole for an hour. So, some of the needs are going to be dependent on what the Chiefs do and who they bring back. If you look at this, we were talking about this earlier. Where is it at? Let me do this. Where is it at? Here it is. Here's all the unrestricted free agents. There's a lot that the Chiefs have to look into here. There's some big names on here. Orlando Brown Jr., McCole Hardman, Carlos Dunlap, Juju Smith-Schuster, 2 of our running backs that were on the active roster. Juan Thornhill. There's Justin Watson on there. There's Andrew Wiley. So both starting tackles are on here. 3 wide receivers were on here.
And when it's grim, be the Grim
So
Reaper.
there's definitely a lot to handle, and I'll just be curious who the Chiefs opt to bring back and sign. And then you got the unrestricted free agents. I thought that was it, but it's not. Oh, don't delete. This one. Shane Buechele, Jody Fortson, Tommy Townsend. It's kind of that's an unrated player underrated player they need to look at. Prince, swing tackle, and then Turk Wharton. Yeah, Orlando will probably be franchise tagged, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them work out a deal with him. They keeping Pacheco? Oh, yeah. He's on his rookie deal. For sure, keeping Pacheco. Terry with the 5. Cole, we need a corn dog emoji since we used it twice in the Super Bowl. That's actually a fantastic idea. I like that a whole lot. Special teams had some real troubles. Part of the reason for that, Billy, was how many rookies were playing special teams, and a lot of them are coming back next year. So they're going to get better. Yeah, they'll get better. Do we get MVS for a couple years? He's on a 3-year, $30 million deal with an out next year, Rebel. You see the old school pro formation in the bowl game? I did not. Well, I don't know. What I can't even talk. What player exactly are you talking about? When you said bowl game, I'm thinking of like a college bowl game, but then I was like, are you talking about the Super Bowl? I want the Chiefs to draft Jackson Smith Enigma, however you say the last name. I know Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson spoke very highly of him. I mean, he's slated to go round 1, right? I don't know. The thing is, you'll make a corn dog emote? Okay, Rachel, let's go. The thing is, we're going to have to pay Tooney, Humphrey, and Trey Smith all in a year. Yeah, that's actually an interesting thing to talk about when we look at what the Chiefs are going to be doing this offseason. It's not just looking at people who are free agents now. It's looking at people whose deals are done in a year. I don't think any of those guys... Well, I don't know about Tooney, but Creed's not there yet. Yeah, Creed's not there yet, but you'll have to start thinking about it. My prediction for the offseason says not my actual name. No big splash moves, lots of inexpensive or mid-priced veterans. But what about with the big names on the roster? Are you extending a lot of those guys and keeping them? If they do that, then no, I wouldn't think of big moves. If you're like, let's say you bring back Juju on a new deal, you extend Chris Jones, you restructure Frank Clark. What about Juan Thornhill? What about Jerick McKinnon? Like, what about those guys? If you're bringing a lot of them back, I don't see why you need to make a bunch of the crazy moves. I like Hardman, but I feel like you can find another Hardman. Samuel, Cole, remember no one wanted to come to the Chiefs in free agency last year? Yeah. Hopefully they do now. Chad said, Najigba. Najigba? That's how you say it? Yeah, he's not going to last at 31. If the Chiefs want to, like, the Chiefs are going to have to definitely trade up if they want to grab some of these people. ATG, what say you to floating a 2024 first-round pick to Cincy for T. Higgins if Juju walks and T and Cincy aren't able to agree to a contract extension? Come get a ring and boost free agency value next year deal? I mean, I like T. Higgins a whole freaking lot. I don't know if the Bengals would let him come to Kansas City, but I would like it a whole lot. Who's in line to be our backup QB? I don't know, Clark. Not yet. I mean, Shane Buechele at the moment, but they could sign a veteran to like a 1-year deal. No, I agree, Clark. Our backup QB position is very important. Chad saved our twice in the playoffs. No, I agree with you 100%. That jet sweep is most potent with Hardman. I mean, I think Kadarius Toney is fine with it, to be honest. But if they can bring back Hardman and work it out, I'm totally down. I am totally down with that. Hey, do we have news on Eric Bieniemy yet, ladies and gentlemen? Uh-oh. Nope, not yet. But that one white guy in the secondary, Zane Anderson, just signed with the Buffalo Bills. Congrats to Zane Anderson signing with the Buffalo Bills. So the one white guy in the Chiefs secondary is gone. They need another one now. It was Dan Sorensen. Like, you know. I wanted to bring that up about the O-line. I think it's time to cut Orlando Brown because we have to keep Trey Smith and Creed. I think you could tag Orlando Brown. I don't know that you have to cut him. Who the heck is going to who's going to be that guy? Who's going to be the left tackle if you just cut him? I think they tag him. But if they're uncomfortable with doing a long-term deal with him because of Trey Smith, Creed, but dude, they only were drafted last year. Trey Smith and Creed, right? Just last year. This is only their second year. They both got 2 more years. I don't know that you got to worry about that yet. Now, the Tooney, Joe Tooney, that's a different question because I don't know his deal off the top of my head. Let me look at it. Joe Tooney contract. $80 million. Holy smokes. I mean, he's still under contract through the 2025 season. Yeah. So we're chilling with Tooney as well. I think we're all right. I'm also no GM, but we just here talking as friends. Nah, bringing Alex Smith back would be ideal. Alex Smith? What are we talking about Alex Smith for? He's done. He retired. Aaron Rodgers backup. I can't believe no one is offering EB a head coach position. Yeah, they're all filled, man. Now, the potential conversation about the Commanders is Ron Rivera may not be there for forever. So the thought could be if EB goes to the Commanders, does well there, running the ship on the offense, and Ron Rivera decides to hang it up or within the next couple of years moves on or retires, whatever. He's not that old, I don't think, but he's younger than Andy Reid. Ron Rivera age 61. He's 3 years younger than Andy Reid, but EB could maybe find himself the head coach there. Or if he just balls out with Washington on offense, it's one of those, he had to move laterally to move vertically. Maybe he gets a head coaching opportunity with somebody else. Is it fair? I don't know. It just is what it is, man, at this point. If you're a white guy in the secondary, you're probably crazy and someone want to have in a fight. Chad. Hey, Cole, what about Taylor Heineke? Yeah, somebody like that, like, Nick Foles. He might be a little washed at this point, but you need a veteran. You need some type of a veteran. I would be, Taylor Heineke, he's 29, almost 30. Is he under contract still with the Commanders? I'm not sure. Alex Smith at QB coach or Kingsbury? I think Kingsbury is more likely than Alex Smith, guys. I don't think Alex Smith wants to coach. He's got an analyst job, makes a lot of money, made a lot of money in the NFL. Coaches have no life. They're sometimes sleeping at the facility during the season. Sometimes they're not even going home. So I don't think with Alex Smith and the young kids that he has, his daughter having the brain tumor in the offseason, I don't know that he wants to just not see his family after being a player for so many years and not seeing his family. Jimmy G, grab Geno. I think Geno's going to get a deal with the Seahawks done. Jalen Hurts. Yo, you know who I actually like the idea of having on there is what's the freaking guy's name from the Saints? Taysom Hill? What's Taysom Hill's contract? He signed a 4-year, $40 million deal. He has a potential out with them, but he's under contract with the Saints through 2025, but has an out after 2023. That would, dude, I'm not saying Taysom Hill exactly, but I'm like, bro, he's signed to the roster as a tight end, but think about that. QB sneaks with him. Think about having him out there with Mahomes and Wildcat. And he is a solid backup. That's an interesting one to me. I don't think it's going to happen, but that was an interesting name. Cam Newton. Baker Mayfield. Here's a good one. Tom Brady comes back as a QB coach for the Chiefs. Oh, God. Doubt it. He's going to Fox. You can never pay him $10 million a year on this roster? No, you couldn't. Nope. What's up, Jack? Kingsbury QB coach? Could happen, Samuel. Trevor Lawrence? Imagine if Drew Lock comes in as the backup QB. I think we need somebody more solid than that. More veteran even than that. Pete Carroll won the divorce with Russell Wilson. Tom Brady won it with Bill. He's coming home. Hey, he would be coming home. Bengals are going to lose some players like Jesse Bates. Yep. Michael says, hey, Cole, finally became a full-on Chiefs fan mid-season. Bought gear and everything here in Arizona. Thank you for all your insight and genuine work. Proud that people like you lead the Chiefs Kingdom. Oh, thanks, man. I'm just reporting news, bro, and hanging out. So I'm glad you enjoy the content. Some people are like, you are the unofficial head of the... I'm like, nah, dude. I'm just here. Mitch Holthus, those guys, they hold it down. I'm just here on YouTube, and I'm glad you're here with me. What's up, Splinter? Courage? Courage said no thanks. I don't even know to who. Gracie Hunt and Drew Lock. He'd get back together if he came here. Oh, yay. It's looking like EB will be leaving to Washington, Carlos. Yeah. Bring in Carr as a backup. Let's go. He's way too expensive, but that would be a great backup. That's actually a fantastic backup. Stay away from Trubisky. He would be a fine backup.
You gotta fight.
Travis with the 5. Cliff Kingsbury should come to KC to become our new OC. Nah, I don't know if I like the idea of Cliff Kingsbury being the OC. I think it would be Matt Nagy at OC and Cliff Kingsbury at QB coach. Matt Nagy's more proven to me than Kingsbury. But hey, man, I mean, we can agree to disagree, and if that's your opinion, that's cool with me, man. Thanks so much for the 5. Andy Dalton? See, somebody like that, like a vet, sign him to a 1-year, 2-year deal, unless they're just like, yep, we believe in Shane Buechele, and that's the guy. Bearded Opinions, Taysom Hill for backup made me a bit hyped. Bro, it would be freaking sick. How about Justin Herbert? We could never afford him in a million years. Cliff Kingsbury will take a 3-year vacay. I mean, he's still under contract, I think, right? For that long? In terms of a backup, you need to remember Andy Reid is the coach. Oh, yeah, for sure. But, I mean, they kind of opt for these veteran guys for a reason. Shane's going to be decent. Yeah, part of me wonders if they keep developing him for 1 year and they bring in just one more vet for a year. But we'll see. He's been here for a couple years now, and maybe they think he's just the next guy. Wilson from the Jets. Zach Wilson. Thoughts on bringing Justin Houston back on a 1-year deal? Ooh. I don't know, man. I like him, but I just don't know. 30. I think there's some bad blood there too. Frank, what's up, man? Hey, Cole, do you think the NFL will put rules in place to limit or eliminate the scrum QB sneak? I saw that being discussed. I know you couldn't do it for a while, and they kind of removed that rule, and they might go back to it. Pokey Doke said, nah, man, them white dudes be trash in the secondary. Oh, man. What's up, Splinter? Yeah, they might do something about the scrum QB sneak. I don't really care. I mean, the Chiefs can't QB sneak to save their life, so whatever. Doesn't affect us. Sign and trade Chiefsaholic along with his bank jobs earnings from Myles Garrett. It was lame. They should get rid of it, says Billy. Tony Ross, do you think Juju's Valentine's hurt his chances of coming back? Nah. I don't really think so. It's not like I don't think so. Do I think he should have done that? Nah, but he didn't make the card. He posted it. I don't think he expected the flack that he got for it. You just got to be a little bit wiser than that. But I don't think it hurts his chances to come back. No. He's been cool all season, man. Chill. How would you react if Mahomes got traded to the Raiders? I mean, it's never happening. They would never trade him in the division. Why we stop using the bulldozer? Sea-Dog asks. Honestly, I just don't think he was right after surgery. His hip, I don't think he was right. That's why I believe. Jimmy G is a backup. I don't mind it, but how expensive is that guy going to be? He would actually be a great backup. The only reason the sneak is good is because defensive linemen can't line up over the center and players on offense can push ball carriers now. The Chiefs can't do it, so I don't know. Not everybody can pull that off. Cole, do a big Redbeard matching afro for kickoff. I can't even grow hair. What are you talking about? Yeah, Jody Fortson, dog, said Heaters. Tasteless, yes. Release worthy, no. King Osiris. Yeah, well, he's a free agent, so I think it's just it's a convo of can they afford him at this point. I don't think the Valentine's Day card is going to affect, they're not going to go in there and be like, well, we're not going to sign, I know you want this much, but because of the Valentine's Day card, we're only going to offer this much. I don't think that's going to play any role. Cooper Rush, hey, I would think the Cowboys keep him around, right? Brock Purdy's probably going to be a starter for the Niners, or he's going to fight with Trey Lance to start. Bring back in Doug Flutie? Doug Flout? Justin Ross, he's going to get a chance. Jacoby Brissett, yeah? Dude, there's a lot of potentials. Whoa, Terry with the 5 gifted memberships? Oh, shoot. And Swag Kane got one. Swag Kane just commented and said my membership ran out and he freaking got one. Hey, let's go. That's actually fire. Terry, legendary. What's up, Splinter? How's it going, man? Yeah, Terry with the clutch 5. Hello. Oh, you are? Oh, you don't want to say hi? Hi, bye. Okay, bye. Oh.
Hi.
Danny. Minshew. Shafarius Ward is getting paid $13.5 million a year and Snead is much better. Yeah, that's what they were talking about, Chad. Love you. Danny already left. Bye. Yeah, that worked out awesome, Terry. Yeah, if the Chiefs aren't like, that's why I think they need to begin negotiation talks with Snead now and potentially extend him now. Maybe he would agree to something a little bit cheaper.
And go get it.
If he wants to stay with the Chiefs and keep chasing rings. I mean, at that point, that's got to be a topic of the conversation with basically everybody they talk to. You should be able to negotiate a little bit less than they could sign with another team with the Super Bowl ring factor built in there. Splinter, I'm glad you enjoy the content, man. Dan Marino? Brian, what the? Oh. Sign Jesse Bates. It's worth looking into, but I feel like he's going to be too expensive. Dalton, Andy Dalton. Bates going to get, I think, oh, I don't know. Blonde Fox. The Bengals have to pay a lot of people, so we'll see. They may opt to keep him, though, as one of their staples on defense. Jeff said, I'm glad people stopped mentioning Odell Beckham Jr. I almost said Orlando, to the Chiefs. Yeah, thank God we can stop asking that question. I'm grabbing my chair. All right. Yeah, we don't want Odell, man. There's other options. Watch we get Gabe Davis. I mean, that's fine. He's not a wide receiver 1 to me, but I like Gabe Davis. I do. Is there any news yet about Eric Bieniemy? Nope, nothing yet. I'm actually surprised. I thought we would hear something by now. Well, maybe not. Where'd the chat go? There we go. Can you believe Carson Palmer said that Burrow is better than Mahomes in most categories? I mean, dude, I like Joe Burrow. I think he's a great QB. If Mahomes didn't exist, you know, I would say fight tooth and nail to get somebody like that on your team as your franchise quarterback. Obviously, he hasn't been as tested as Mahomes in the sense of like what happens if he doesn't have all those receiving threats, but I still think he's going to be great. But for people at this point in time to say Joe Burrow is better than Mahomes, okay, go ahead and run your mouth, you idiot. QB head-to-head stats aren't a real thing. So yeah, the Bengals they're 3-1 against like Burrow and Mahomes. It's like their head-to-head, it's 3-1. But dude, it's not like Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes are having an arm wrestling contest and Joe Burrow is just beating Mahomes. Like there's a lot of people on the team And I still think regardless of that head-to-head record, Mahomes is the better QB, and it's Mahomes up here and then Burrow and then everybody else. So people are going to say what they want to say, man, for their stupid hot takes. And that's just going to be it. Yo, what's up, Cavi? New thoughts on D-Hop to KC. I mean, I made a video on D-Hop to KC, and my thoughts have not changed. Yeah. You should watch that video because my thoughts haven't changed. Too old, injury prone, wants money, more money, and an extension, and Chiefs are going to have to give up draft capital to get him. I don't think so. Yeah, Bieniemy's in the second day of interviews with Washington. Yeah, he's been there since this morning. I just keep thinking there's going to be a news of him getting announced to the Commanders. Not yet, loaded. I just keep looking for that. Bro, the most overrated QB is Justin Herbert. I don't... Oh, what do you mean? He's a really good QB. Edgar, Burrow beat two-legged Patrick. He's 0-1 against one-legged Patrick. I mean, there's something to that. You got something going there. You really do. Heaters, we already have a wide receiver 1 in Kelsey anyways. I understand what you're saying for intents and purposes there. He's getting wide receiver 1 targets, wide receiver 1 yards, wide receiver 1 touchdowns. Most of his stats, like he's comparing to Jerry Rice in the postseason with stats. I do get what you're saying, but dude, the Chiefs can't just keep leaning that heavily on Kelsey as he continues to get older, man. They've got to keep making moves that are going to help offset that. Got to. Chad said 100% Justin Herbert is overrated. He should not be listed with Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, and Hurts. I mean, Justin Herbert to me is going to be right near the top 5. Maybe he's 5, but he's right around there. Juju was a great take. What was the take? What did I say? Aaron with the 5 gifted. Oh, shoot. Thank you, brother. I know that the season's over, but I'm freaking ecstatic that the Chiefs won the bowl and that we're going to, be here all off season long with you guys. You make it worth it. Derek Carr is better than Herbert? What? No, Ace. No. One thing I hate about the Jags is that they injured Juju.
And go get it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for sure. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, Aaron and Terry. Appreciate both of y'all legends. Yeah, Max Crosby's a dog, GW. Cincinnati has Burrow and Chase on rookie contracts. Yeah, they'll have a better roster than the Chiefs next year. I mean, they had a better roster probably than the Chiefs this year. Doesn't necessarily matter at times. You think we'll get a new kicker? I don't think so. I think Harrison Butker's he's still under contract. Yeah, if I search Harrison Butker, let's see. He's under contract till the end of next year. And he's going to be 29. I'm not sure he goes anywhere. I mean, dude, I don't know that we won a ring without Butker. We win a ring without Butker. He was really clutch in the postseason, aside from the one miss in the Super Bowl, which, hey, don't get me wrong, not a good miss. You can't be missing that in the Super Bowl. Devin Douglas, only way I see Chiefs having problems is Rodgers going to the Raiders. God. Please don't. Michael said, Cole, I know you're against D-Hop, but since being a former hardcore Cards fan, D-Hop would be worth whatever trade. He led in the NFL in all 4 categories. First 4 games back, they shut him down. Wasn't the knee. At the end of the season, it was his knee, unless he lied. He literally said he retweaked his knee, the same knee he had surgery on the prior offseason. He's 31, man. I don't think Brett Veach would do it. I'm not saying D-Hop is bad. Don't get me wrong. If he was a free agent, I like the idea more. But he wants an extension. You got to give him draft picks. He's 31 or going to be 31. We won without McColl. That was random, but yeah, we did. Quasi McColl respond to a tweet. Yeah, I did. We were looking at that a little bit ago, actually. Call up Shane Falco. Trade McColl for first-round picks. Will Woods, he's not under contract anymore. He's going to be a free agent. Yeah, he's done. Unless the Chiefs bring him back. Kelsey is underpaid. Yeah, it's more to do with the position, Brandon. The tight end position. I think he's the highest paid tight end or close to. Trade CH, but you won't get first round. Dude, I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but Ronald Jones ain't coming back. McKinnon's not a guaranteed return. He got his ring. He might go get a bag if he can at his age, but for a running back, I mean, you're not going to get a whole bunch. I don't know if CEH goes anywhere, honestly. What Flip said, CEH is a solid backup. Yep. I don't think they're going to pick up his fifth-year option. Yeah, CEH wasn't at the parade. Yeah, he did like a fashion show in New York. Chad said CEH is worth a fourth rounder at best. If they fix Gordon, yeah. Actually, dude, Melvin Gordon could be the Ronald Jones. Like you could sign him as veteran depth. Yeah, Melvin Gordon has a Super Bowl ring, and he said, I ain't going to lie, I got carried. Dude, I'm actually going to write that down. That's a fantastic YouTube short idea. Melvin Gordon getting carried. Short. I actually love that idea. Brandon, you sound a little sure of yourself, my guy. Gordon has had fumbling issues. 0 chance KC signs him. It's not just that comment, just several of your comments. You got to relax, man. Is it possible? What? Is it possible if that a Chiefs fan gets traded? What are you saying, Angelo? Fumbleina. SR. Fumbleina got a Super Bowl ring. Imagine if the Chiefs get D-Hop or T. Higgins. I don't think the Bengals will let him go there. Ronald Jones. I'll never play for Andy Reid again. Oh, yeah, he's gone. He wants to go elsewhere. Melvin Gordon is fast and pretty big. If Melvin Gordon, for some reason, got signed on a one-year deal to compete for a roster spot, I mean, he's going to be Ronald Jones type of a role. In case of emergency, kind of a guy. Hey, Cole, any idea when we'll hear news about Juju? When can they officially do that? Is it the league new year? I think it's the league new year. When is the NFL league new year? Hello? Okay. The waiver system begins on February 13th. February 21st. Beginning February 21st. Clubs may designate franchise. Okay, let's look at this. Is this the right date? Yeah, let's look at this together real quick. There's kind of a lot here. This will probably be a video too. All right, so if we go to February, this is where we are. Okay. So the waiver system begins February 13th. That's already happened. But beginning February 21st, clubs may designate franchise or transition tag or transition players. Scouting Combine, February 28th through March 6th. And then the deadline for franchise tags is March 7th. College Pro Days begin March 7th. Where is the league New Year? Is this it? March 13th to the 15th? Oh, here it is. March 15th. So it's in roughly a month. Yep. So March 15th is the new year. Trading period begins. But does that answer the question? Yeah, I think I got to wait for that. What do you think about Stephon Diggs wanting to leave the Bills and go somewhere else? Ask Cool Guy. I mean, based on that one tweet, I need to research that more because I just saw that one tweet about Diggs. Chad Powers is a backup. Oh man, J.C. Jackson is a free agent. Yeah, he's banged up. He had season-ending surgery. Same injury as Lucas Niang, I think. The patella tendon. I don't think so. Yo, GW with the 2. I think I missed that. Oh, I have my notifications muted. My bad. Mahomes giving the Lombardi to some guy. Yeah, I could pull up that video. It's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, thank you for the 2. Chiefs could grab Trey Palmer. He is a solid wide receiver in the draft. Hassan Reddick is a free agent? I don't know off the top of my head. I'm going to be researching all that next week. Von Miller's under contract with the Bills for quite a while. Chad Henne needs to continue to be our backup. Nah, he retired. He's done. Yeah. Pull it up. Yeah, I'll pull up this. Mahomes apparently had so much to drink. Let me see. Mahomes gave somebody in the crowd the Lombardi trophy. Here it is. Here's the video. Look at this. He poses with the trophy in a picture. Okay. And then he just gives it to the fan and walks off. What is he doing? Now, the problem is the video cuts off. Like, it cuts off right away. Like, I would assume he immediately realized he left the Lombardi trophy with this man and turned around and got it. But, bro, what are we doing? Now the video won't play. But how crazy is that? Nah, Jalen Watson definitely had way too much to drink. Yeah, Haney retired. Yeah, he did. We should try out Shane Buechele. Well, he's on the roster. Yeah, he's on the roster right now. Well, he's a restricted free agent this year. I think the Chiefs will do what they can to keep him and compete. What's up, crazy? How long does the NFL have to go before it's not relevant? I mean, the NFL is the most popular sport in the United States, and it's not close. It's got a long way to go to not be relevant anymore. Oh, wait, it was actually a replica that a fan brought, not the real trophy? Yo! He took the trophy from that fan and ran off with it. Oh, that makes way more sense. Well, this video is going like viral, and everybody thinks... Okay. So Mahomes actually took that from a fan, a replica, and then gave it back to him. I mean, that actually makes complete sense because I'm doing deductive reasoning here. on something that doesn't really matter. But the Lombardi Trophy was with Clark Hunt and Andy Reid in their float. They did not give it to the other players. So that, that makes complete sense. I'm actually going to make that a short. That's a funny idea. If you look at it as a sticker on the side, oh, okay. I believe you. It makes sense. Brian, what's up, man? Brian Strange or Savage, what's up, dude? Why would Juju leave KC? For more money than the Chiefs were willing to give. He already got a ring. He was only on a 1-year deal. Did you see OBJ retweet him in a Chiefs jersey? No. Here's the thing, man. The Chiefs don't want Odell. Unless it's for a cheap veteran deal. When did he tweet that, bro? That's got to be old. You don't think Mahomes was wasted? He wasn't Jalen Watson wasted, but that man was feeling good. Juju doesn't want to leave? Well, of course. Honey Badger didn't want to leave. Tyreek Hill didn't want to leave, but at the end of the day, it doesn't always work out. Hey, Big Red, are you a Sporting KC fan also? What's up, Peter? First of all, there's only one Big Red, and that is Coach Reed. But I appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, I don't follow super heavy. I don't really follow anything super heavy other than the NFL, if I'm going to be honest. But I'm a KC fan. So I love when teams within KC do well and succeed. It's great for the city. I'm a KC fan through and through, live in the KC area, born and raised. Tommy Townsend for the party or MVP? Bro, Tommy Townsend ended the parade with his shirt off. Tyreek did want to leave? Not really. Not really, Tan the man. Ultimately, he left for more money, but he wanted to stay. Nah, you got to listen to the Brett Veach interview. It was his agent that sought out a trade. OBJ tweeted it 4 days ago. I don't see anything. February 12th, February 10th. There's nothing up there on his Twitter that I see. Oh, there it is. No. Nah, somebody tweeted him. Okay, I see what this is. This is what it was. You have to go to his tweet and replies. He never retweeted this. Come on, OBJ, you know what to do. And then OBJ said, see you in March. Oh, God. What does that mean? See who in March where? This is what I think of that. Oh, man. What a dillweed. Dillweed's in the chat for Slip Brainless. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen. No, I don't think Odell comes to Kansas City, man. That's a whole lot of cap, says King Osiris. The Chiefs need to stay young, draft well, and develop. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you've got to have your veterans in key places, but there's certain players you don't need. Finally got to see my Chiefs stand toe-to-toe with the greats. Derek Thomas looking down on us. Facts, JLF. Michael said Mahomes was totally wasted on stage. Here we got dill weeds all over the place. I feel like it would be another Le'Veon Bell story, Ungrateful Diva. Maybe. So sad Henny is retiring. We talked about it for a little while, Luana. Backup options. I mean, I'll probably do a video on it too. We'll do a video on it as well. I don't like Skip. Nobody really does. Terry with the 5. Cole, we need a Lombardi trophy emoji along with the corn dog emoji. All right, bet. Brian Savage, what about the Ross receiver guys? What about them? They'll have a chance to compete for the 53. I don't know if they'll make the 53. I mean, I'm not saying they won't. I'm just saying status unknown. Who I can tell you will in the wide receiver room make the 53? MVS, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore. Those are the guys under contract. Those guys are definitely making the 53. Did you go to the parade? No, I streamed a Hangout just here. Why corn dog? That was the play that they scored the touchdown on to Kadarius Toney. And they scored with Sky Moore on a corn dog-like play. It wasn't the same exact play, but it was close. When do you think Pacheco's the new staple running back? Yes. 100%. He's the starter. What position do you think we take first round? I don't know, Tristan. I need to see what the Chiefs do this offseason, and then we'll see about the draft. 100% cannot wait to see the new ring design every day, John. Hey, I'm excited too. Is Watson going to stay with us? Justin Watson, well, he's a free agent, so the Chiefs could sign him back, but it's not a promise. Rachel went to the parade. She said, I'm still sore from walking. Dude, I bet. Cole, any thoughts about the NFL draft? I mean, not really, Gwendolyn. We'll get into that this offseason, though. How do you think Tyreek is feeling right now? Deep down inside? He's definitely enjoying the money. But did he probably wish when he was watching the Super Bowl that he was there with his former teammates competing for another ring? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Do we have any info on... I keep waiting for the Eric Bieniemy news that's not here yet. How did Hill get traded? Dude, just look up on my channel. I have 10 videos on it probably. Yeah, ultimately they were working out an extension. Then Christian Kirk got signed. Then Devontae Adams got traded and, exploded the wide receiver market. And Tyreek Hill's agent said Devontae Adams' deal is now the floor for what Tyreek Hill should be getting. The Chiefs then offered what they were willing to give. It didn't work out. They gave permission for Tyreek Hill's agent to seek a trade. And the Dolphins gave him the best deal. What's up, Nolan Gaming? How's it going, man? How you doing? After free agency, you should do mock draft for fun. Oh yeah, we'll bring some people in that know the draft stuff way more than me. I'm going to study up, but I'm not an expert, and I've never claimed to be. But we'll study up. We'll do some mock drafts and stuff like that. We'll probably do them live. I think that would be fun. Trade up and draft for another first rounder? Possibly, Heaters. I think that is not off the table. Brett Veach and company will be willing to do that if they see somebody like Trent McDuffie. They saw him at 21 or whatever it was. 20, still there. They were like, dude, we need to go get this guy. He's got a true round one grade on our board, and we could really use a cornerback. Charvarius Ward, gone. Like, we need secondary help bad. Trent McDuffie, true round one grade. They went and freaking got him. So they could trade up, but it just depends on who's there, right? Angelo said Tyreek Hill did not match his words. He said the story 18 different ways, but I've heard it from Brett Veach. I've heard it from enough sources that was pretty much what happened. I have no problem trading backwards to get another late second and fourth. It just depends, Brand. You always have the fifth year option with first rounders. I know you know that, but that's something to factor in when they're looking at somebody. But yeah, if it's getting into the late 20s and they're like, well, there's really nobody we want to trade up for and nobody we really care to take in the first round at this point, let's trade back, acquire a couple more picks, and snag a couple second rounders. I don't even know how many second rounders they have right now. I think it's only one, but I could be wrong. But I'm not opposed to it either, man. Not at all. Skip Bayless is an idiot. Yeah, he's a troll, dude. He's made millions of dollars trolling. I kind of respect him for it, to be honest. We should re-sign Juju, in my opinion, says Jackson. I think the Chiefs would love to do that, but they are going to have a breaking point. They are, like, with Tyreek Hill, they had a breaking point. With all these guys, they're going to have breaking points. And the proof, like, the reason why I think Brett Veach and company can have more of a breaking point in contract negotiations this offseason more than ever is, listen, man, with or without you, we are going to be competitors for another ring. And that is no disrespect to whoever they're talking to. I mean, they traded away Tyreek Hill and won a freaking Super Bowl ring. So they have the negotiating advantage when talking to players, offering them deals. Look, man, we've been to 5 AFC championships. We've been to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Mahomes, 2 league MVPs, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. You want to come play for one of the greatest coaches in history? You want to come catch passes from one of the greatest quarterbacks in history? You want to play alongside one of the greatest tight ends in history, one of the greatest defensive tackles in history? You want to come win? Let's freaking go. But here's where we're gonna kind of have our little to offer you. But if you're willing to work within these limits, then let's freaking go and get another ring. And the Chiefs have that negotiating power this offseason, like 1,000%. I'll tell you this. I know I'm rambling on, but hear me out for a second. Last offseason when Tyreek Hill got traded, I guarantee you these players in free agency were listening to the pundits saying the Chiefs are going to take a step back. And dude, honestly, it's not an outrageous take to think, oh, the Chiefs could potentially take a step back a little bit. I'm not saying that, like, I predicted the Chiefs to go 12-5, make the playoffs, but I didn't say right out, yeah, Patrick Mahomes he's going to be league MVP and Super Bowl MVP. Like, I didn't say any of that. But I said, hey, the Chiefs always have a chance with Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. They have the coach, like the experience from their coaches. Like, Andy Reid is a dog, the real deal. Where was I going with this? Yeah, when that happened, when Tyreek Hill got traded away, I guarantee you, regardless of what pundits on ESPN said, those little bums, I guarantee you players were like, dude, I don't know. I just don't know what it's going to look like over there. Well, they have, without a shadow of a doubt, proven that they do not need Tyreek, although God bless the man, miss him. He was great. I have a signed jersey over there. But players see that. They see the Chiefs winning the bowl. 3 Super Bowl appearances in 4 years? 2 of them rings. They're going to go into this offseason, Brett Veach and company, with negotiating power, clip this, and take it to the freaking bank. I think we're going to see some interesting things happen in the offseason because of it. Thanks for letting me ramble. That was my TED Talk. Frederick says hi from Denmark. What's up, man? Can I get a hell yeah? Classic TK. Yeah, Mahomes was doing it too. Insane Gamer. We need to either re-sign Schuster or sign a new one. Like Cooks or Keenan Allen, or draft like 2 of them high. We won't draft 2 high no matter what. But I do think if Juju does not re-sign with the Chiefs, they'll get one. They'll bring someone in for sure. You think Tyreek's back in 2 years? Oh, we'll see. He'll definitely retire as a Chief. Get Mike Evans out of that Brady's pothole. Well, how old's Mike Evans? He's coming off an injury too. At least you got my first name right, Michael. My last name's Lawrence, not Tomlin. Did I say Michael Tomlin? I definitely see it as Lawrence. The committee warned you? What is happening, Julia? Chiefs need a defensive tackle next year to Chris Jones so bad. Jones the only DT on the roster right now and haven't had a good starter next to him since he's been here. That's a tough one, man. Chris Jones is so good that he makes everybody around him just look inferior. I think Colin Saunders has done a decent job. But I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. If they want to take a swing early for an interior defensive lineman, I would not complain. I really wouldn't. Samuel, That's why I said earlier, free agents had no interest in us. Yeah, last offseason, Juju and MVS were smart. They were. Mm-hmm. They believed, man. When you have Andy and Mahomes, you get HBTC corn dog. Wait, whoa. Let me see that. Where's the corn dog? We got a corn dog emoji? Oh, hold on a second. Brand already made a corn dog emoji? Corn dog, dude! Oh my gosh. We got one. I'm spamming. And guess what? Y'all can't time me out. Y'all can't time me out. Okay, I'm done spamming. Yo, Terry, thanks for the 5. She said, hell yeah, Miss Cora, but I don't know what you guys are talking about at all. But I appreciate that a ton. And then Aaron with the 5 gifted. Yo, you just gifted 5 earlier. Holy smokes. Thank you, bro. And then I think I missed a dono. I feel like I missed one. As it was going on during my rambling about the Chiefs offseason. GW with the 2? No, I got that. And then Terry with the 5. Okay, actually, I think I'm caught up. Yo, we got a corn dog emoji so fast. Oh, whoa. Terry with the 5 gifted after Aaron with the 5 gifted? Whoa. You guys are going nuts. No Odell, Jose. No. I don't think. Terry with another 5 gifted. Terry is going off. Corn dog. Get your corn dog. Dude, Brand was so fast. Rachel said, I'll make one. I said, cool. And then corn dog's already here. How about T. Higgins? Well, he's still under contract with the Bengals. They would have to be willing to trade him over here, I believe. T. Higgins contract. Looks like he's still under he's still under contract through this year. He's a free agent next year in 2024. Yeah, so we'll definitely see about that. Are we not going to find anything out about Eric Bieniemy or what? We need answers. No Odell. Why do you guys keep asking about Odell? How are you still live? I go live for about 2 hours. No, you're good, Rachel. Yeah, Brand was so fast with that. I need to respond to you about the Ceramics Commission. Yeah. Update from stream. Yeah, if you refresh the stream and you're a member, you'll get the corn dog emoji. Yeah, you will. That's facts. Yo, I just got a text from St. Louis. Who is it? I don't know who that is. Yeah, he's still meeting with the Commanders. I just keep checking for news because I know that that's going to drop, and I do have a video ready. I have a video ready minus like what I need to report on the actual deal when it happens. We play Miami this year. That'll be a fun one. We will get Chris Lamons back from the Bengals. I don't know. He just got indicted from that court case. Sounds like they had gotten to detailed discussions. Yeah, they were discussing contract details. Yeah, with not Nagy, with EB. Mm-hmm. Payden. I'm glad you enjoy the stream, man. East St. Louis. It wasn't me, Cole. No, it wasn't you. But a 314 area code texted me and said, what did they say? I don't know. I'm somehow on some group spam text thing, I think. I barely check my phone. Lammers is in trouble and being sued for $10 million? Holy smokes. Did you see the NFL reports on the holding call? No. What are the NFL reports on the holding call? What did they say? Somebody fill me in, because I haven't seen that. Terry said, watching NFL Network, no new news. New news! Does Lammons get a ring? He does. Jesse Bates or Marcus for more defensive power? I don't know, Jose, like off the top of my head. In a new video where you can see the hold? Oh, we've seen that. Yeah, it was clearly a hold. He yanked his jersey. Could they have not have called it? I mean, sure. But they did, and it is what it is, man. No, Lammons gets a ring. He was on the team for most of the season. He gets a ring. Hello from Texas. What's up, Al? KCDC. 4 to 6 game suspension for Lammons, in my opinion. No facts. Kamara named on $10 million. Lammons can't afford that. Nope. Is Orlando Brown Jr. worth $20 million a year? Jeez Louise. Both of those questions are crazy. Let me look up something. Crazy in a good way, but it involves a little bit of study. Let me see. Trent Williams signed a 6-year, $138 million contract. Probably the best left tackle in the league. An average salary of $23 million a year. So is Orlando Brown Jr. worth 20? I don't know, but he's probably going to get around that. What was Orlando's contract offer last year? Chiefs Orlando contract looked like this. Let me see if this article will pull it up quickly here. Maybe not. Yeah, I mean, Orlando is still only 26 years old. But where was his contract details that the Chiefs offered him? Maybe somebody in chat just knows off the top of their head. He's going to get around 22 million on a tag. Yes. But we're talking about a contract for multi-years. Daniel Akers with the 5. All these legends in here. HBTC. Yeah, so many legends in here, man. Smiley's in here. Lego. I mean, the girl gang's in here. The Jennifers, Cora, Terry, Becky. I haven't seen her today, but she's in there. Blonde Fox, Christy. Yeah. Bruce with the 5. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad you enjoy the content. The issue with what was offered was that they only guaranteed 2 years. Yeah, and Orlando wanted more than that. He did. Dylan's here. What up, brother? The Chiefs could get Kelsey? Jason Kelsey? Yeah, I don't know, man, if he's going to leave the Eagles. Hashtag HBTC, ladies. 16.6 according to Wiki, yes. But when they tag him again, Uri, it's going to go up. It's going to be more. Did you see Melvin Gordon's post? Yeah, I got carried. I did see that. Yeah. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah, man. So happy that the Chiefs got it done. Yeah, Jason Kelsey's forever an Eagle. Samantha, how about them Chiefs? Let's go. Yo, how was your day, says Malachi. It was good, man. Been busy, but it's good. I thought Jason was retiring. That has not been decided yet. Unrealistic, but the Kelsey brothers, both on the Chiefs, would rock. Yeah, Donna wouldn't have to choose anymore. Yeah, 100%. If they use the non-exclusive tag, he can be tagged cheaper. If someone wants him, they have to pay us 2 first-round picks. Sheesh. I mean, dang. Let's take that. Elf on the shelf? Yo, what's up? We use you every December for our daughters. Personally, the Chiefs are better than Thrashbirds. Thanks for the 2. Which free agent signing would you like to see? Possibly Juju. I mean, if they franchise tag him again, it only goes up 20%. Yeah, but only on 16.67. 20% of that puts him around 20 million. I mean, I'm not that good at math. But 20% of 1.6 is 20% of 16 is going to be 32. So 3.2 million added to 1.6, is that right? 16.6 plus 3.2, it's close to 20. I believe. Math is not my strong suit, so please forgive me. Hey, Cole, I got the jersey the other day. Essence, send us a photo wearing the jersey, please. Essence won the jersey in the members-only live stream last month. We're going to do another members-only live stream very soon. You got to send us a photo of you in the jersey. Please. We got to see you rocking it. Reese said there's no reason to bring in a veteran center to back up Creed. Well, we have Austin Ryder already signed to the practice squad as well. It's right under 20 mil. Yeah, somewhere right around that. How sweet is it going to be starting the season with a top 10 defense? I mean, that'd be fantastic. I like that a lot. We got to see how the offseason goes. Ooh, low battery just turned on. Loaded Hot said the NFL's talking about making the QB sneak illegal. No, it's where you have multiple guys shoving the QB from behind illegal. They won't make the QB sneak illegal. The transition tag is rarely used, but it fits Brown's situation perfectly. Be about 17.5 this year, the same price as last year, whichever is higher. I need to look more into the transition tag because I'm not super knowledgeable in that. What's up, Tristan? He back. 19.1 mil. Place your bets. I bet the battery will go out in 2 minutes. Sometimes it lasts 10. But we definitely got some YouTube shorts in the works. And I keep waiting for Eric Bieniemy news. I got a video ready to drop. I got the thumbnail ready. The title ready. Like, I'm all ready. Come on now. GOAT is Patty. Devontae Smith for Tony? I don't know Devontae Smith's contract details at all. Or why the Eagles would do that. Yeah, Gardner Johnson got fined for his hit on Pacheco. Yeah. After bragging about laying out Pacheco, he got fined. He led with the crown of his helmet, dude. I don't know what you want to... He's like, why did I get fined? Well, why do you think you got fined? What do you mean, dude? It's not that hard. Your batteries hate you? No, they just die after 2 hours. So I do it on purpose. Like, I don't... Because I could stream for hours and hours and hours, but I've got other work to do. So the battery dying around the 2 hour mark is perfect. For transition tag, you have the option to match or you can let them go, but they have to give you 2 firsts. I mean, dude, the transition tag honestly does work in that scenario because if the Chiefs got 2 firsts for Orlando, that's incredible. I mean, they gave up quite a bit for him in the first place, but I still think they're going to tag him and they'll probably keep him. Just a thought, why not make the Belldozer learn to snap the ball as a long snapper? I have no idea, Alejandro. I have no idea, Alejandro. You think he should stay as OC in KC? It's not even guaranteed he's going to take over when Andy Reid retires. And Andy Reid's got, 5 to 10 years in him if he wants to? So I think it's a big question mark for EB. All receivers are going to want to come to KC. I mean, all right, that's fine with me. Tools, tackle, and outdoors. What about Aaron Donald? He's locked up with the Rams. Yeah, me neither, Clark. I don't want to think of Andy retiring either. Did you see Alvin Kamara news? A little bit. I know he got indicted, but that's all I really know. I think the 2 picks are non-exclusive franchise. You get nothing with transition? Okay, I'm going to have to just look into it. Save the tag for Snead? Nah, Snead's not under... he's not a free agent this offseason. He's got one more year. You might see Snead tag next year. Yeah. What is OBJ doing? What do you mean? Free agent receivers who want a ring will come to KC cheap, but most of them will want a paycheck. Yeah, no, that's facts. Cole, what is your live stream schedule for the offseason? Ask Gracie. I mean, it's pretty much this. What is it? Schedule? Exclamation point schedule? Cole streams every Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Central, and Friday, 2 to 4 Central. We'll see if we add another one, because I used to have a game day schedule on Sundays. You think our defense will be top 10 next year? I don't know, Bumpa. Somebody just said that in chat, and I'm like, okay. Well, we need to see what happens with Frank Clark. We need to see what happens with Chris Jones. Yeah, we need to see a couple of things first. EB, if he wants to be a head coach, needs to go prove himself from underneath Andy Reid's offense. I mean, I just disagree with that. Matt Nagy didn't have to prove himself without Andy Reid. Doug Peterson didn't have to prove himself without Andy Reid. And there's a bunch of people on the list that didn't have to prove themselves without an offensive-led head coach. But after interviewing with 16 teams, that's what he's probably going to go do. I don't think he has another choice. Schefter tweeted about EB. When? Just now? Oh, shoot. Sources. The Commanders and Chiefs, Eric Bieniemy, are finalizing a deal for him to be their new offensive coordinator. Ron Rivera's first choice all along should be official tomorrow. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So what am I going to have? Is Twitter broken? Oh, there we go. Should be official tomorrow. Oh, my God. I got to wait for tomorrow to drop this video? I don't know. I might just drop it tonight. We'll see. Gosh, dang it. Washington offered its offensive coordinator job to Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy and is hoping to finalize the deal by Saturday. Okay. That's actually insane. I'm happy for him regardless. Yeah. Ilhar 3? Yeah, man. He shouldn't have to go to another team to prove himself, but he is. And Matt Nagy is more than likely getting the OC job. Yeah. More than likely. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people just tweeted. Commanders equal curse team, mark my word, says Clark. Well, I think Dan Snyder is going to have to sell. I like Ron Rivera. They have a decent team. Did they make the playoffs? They almost made the playoffs. They went like 500. Let's see. Their record last year was 8-8. 8-1. What if the Chiefs get Kenny Golladay? Hey, we could play a what if. I don't mind that. Where is he going then? You talking about EB? To Washington Commanders. Yo, what's up, Morgan? Hope you're doing well. Is OBJ a free agent? Yes, both OBJs are. Yeah, Commanders beat the Eagles. They did. How many QBs got injured on Washington after Alex's leg was broken? Yeah. Good point. Oh. And there goes the camera battery. Well, I'm going to look into the EB situation a bit more. We'll have a lot of content coming for you guys. YouTube shorts. We'll do a bunch of breakdowns on player reviews next week, on free agents, on what the Chiefs could be doing, and stuff like that. Thanks so much for hanging out. We've held over 600 to 700 people all stream long, man. I just appreciate you guys so much. The community we've built has been absolutely incredible. Don't worry, we'll be having Chiefs news coming y'all's way all off season long. Hit that like button on your way out. Thanks again for all the likes, comments, donos, membership giftings. Like, you guys have been just absolute legends all year long. Couldn't have done it without you. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
Yo, man, this is Trevor Lawrence, man. It was nice seeing the Chiefs get a ring, man. See you later, man.